What is going on, guys? Gonna bring you a video here, something that I have not done in quite a while, but coincidentally I was working out. Idea popped into my mind. I've been wanting to document more and just really share any authentic thoughts that I do have, and so I thought, hey, let's get the camera out, let's get the iPhone out, and let's do it up. And if you've been watching my Instagram, I've been posting pretty frequently, again, just super raw stuff, just trying to keep it simple, but with purpose. And yeah, like this is just another example of that I'm really just trying to push. So today, in this video, we're gonna go over the two types of people that really are during this coronavirus. You know, it's a really weird time, and I think we can all agree on that. But whatever your situation is, and I get it, like, you know, there's some bad situations out there. I think for the most part, you know, it's not as bad as we really think. Yes, a lot of people are being infected and but, and again, that's for a whole nother video, more on the conspiracy side. But again, what I'm trying to get here is it doesn't matter what's going on outside. If you are healthy and if you are in a position to be, you know, functioning as normal, just in your house, right, in limited, really routine, there's no reason why you can't still be growing as a person. And I think a lot of people, and I'm hearing it a lot, is that people are using this as an excuse as to why they can't do. And that's really what the premise of this video is, and where it came from, and what I think, you know, you should be doing during this coronavirus if you want to grow. Again, if you don't want to grow, cool, you know, keep doing you. And not only this is what I think people should be doing, this is what I've been doing. All this stuff is stuff that I've been practicing pretty much since the first week that I got here, you know, where I am, and being work from home. So let's get into it. Two types of people here. The first one, and I'm going to cover here first, is expansion. And the second one is contraction. You know, very self-explanatory in terms of the two differences. But what I want to do is break them down and what the characteristics of them are, and then some of the things you can be doing to be on the expansion side, to be growing, to be getting ahead of, you know, your peers and your competition, and how to identify if you are in a contraction mode, and some of the things you are doing, and what I think you can do to break out of that. A lot of it is, you know, kind of the tactics or the actionable tips I'm going to give you here. So I'm going to start with contraction, and really what that means is you feel literally like your life is decreasing or diminishing on you, and everything's coming closer and closer, and you feel stuck, you feel lost, you feel, you know, out of it, and you can't really be doing anything because of it. And so you're in this mode that you're contracting, you're fear induced. You're scared to go and do anything. You think everything's shut down. So you're constantly having these, you know, objections in your mind. Maybe you're probably having conversations with people. It's the same dialogue, but even in your mind, it's a lot of like, oh, I can't do this and I can't do that because X and Y, and oh, like nobody's over here doing that. Like nobody's gonna be doing that, and it's just like, you know, it's just not. And it really is just a mindset, but the things you're telling yourself here, and the things people, if you're on this side, what people are telling themselves is reasons why they can't do, and reasons why they need to be fearful of this, and sit here and be bored until everything's okay. So some of those things are inconsistency, right? You might try to get something going and then you don't do anything. You're inconsistent. You're Netflix and chilling. You're probably watching more Netflix than you ever have. You're probably on your phone more than you ever have been. Check your screen time, okay? Go on if you have an Apple product, you can go to screen time, check how much you've been on, and if it's been up or down in the past weeks. That'll be a great indicator of if you're in contraction mode. Social media, you find you're on social media more. Whether you're engaging with people, and again, it's good to have that social interaction, but the difference is, are you doing it to interact, or are you doing it because you're not doing anything with yourself? This one, out of all of them, I think is the biggest key in one of the ways you're actually gonna be able to break out of being in contraction mode, is not having a purpose or an aim or a goal day to day. Sure, you can have goals for weeks, months, years, resolutions, but right now more than ever, it is so critical to wake up and be like, I need to do X, I need to do Y, I need to do A, B, and C. And have that visualized and thought of when you start the day or even the night before is when I do it, but have at least some kind of purpose for the day, some kind of drive as to why you're gonna wake up. But if you're in contraction right now, this is probably how you feel. Like you're doing loops and loops and loops and you're not going anywhere with yourself over this past month. Probably because you're not telling yourself you want to go and do anything. So all in all, this is what contraction really looks like as a person. If you are that kind of person, here's how you break out of it, okay? And I'm gonna first of all just talk a little bit about how, what people that are in expansion mode look like characteristically, some of the things I'm doing, and then what you can be doing to break out of it. First thing, expansion. The first thing you notice, we're growing. You're growing if you're in expansion mode. You are doing growth-oriented activities and you're thinking positively still in a negative time, in a scary time, in a time when everybody is fearful, the world is fearful. You are thinking this is good opportunities and you're looking at how is this going to be better for us when we get out of it as a humanity, as a collective group. Sure, you can look at yourself and there's tons of opportunities for yourself, trust me. But as a whole, you're looking at this as good for the world. That's the first thing. You need to have that thought process if you're going to be moving from contraction to expansion. The second thing, you're consistent in your movements and in your activities, right? Now more than ever, you need to have internal motivation to continuously build momentum on what you are doing. Because this inconsistency when you're in normal life is being held up by your work and your employer, okay? And any other social commitments you might have is holding this together. That's not there anymore. You don't have an employer to report to. Or if you do, it's over a laptop. You don't have to get out of bed till the first meeting. So it's easy to be in this inconsistent stage. I get that. But you need to be consistent now more than ever. And how do you do that? Again, having a purpose each and every day. Why are you getting up? Give yourself something to get up to. Make an accountability partner with your buddy saying, I'm calling you at 8 a.m. to make sure I'm up and you're up, right? Other things, plan your day, write shit out. What are you gonna do that day? Okay, people that are growth oriented, and this comes down to writing, because you're thinking, what the fuck am I gonna write? There's nothing to do here. Growth oriented people are picking up more skills and learning more things right now than any time before. For me, I've been reading and listening to audiobooks more than I have been ever. I've been meditating more than ever, okay? I've been going outside, moving more than ever, doing yoga. I picked up yoga. Like, I've been more busy than I ever have. On God, because I can plan my entire day. I don't need to leave, don't need to go to the office, don't need to do social commitments. So I've been able to pack my day with growth-oriented activities that is going to take me light years ahead of the competition that's sitting here contracting right now. Okay? So you should not only be consistent in constantly building the steam and momentum, but you should have your whole entire day packed every day with growth-oriented activities that are going to get you further ahead of maybe your old self or your competition out there that you're trying to beat in business or whatever. The next thing, routine, and this is very closely tied to consistency, but where I want to touch on routine is morning and night. Hands down, morning and night routine has been the biggest game changer for me personally with my consistency and my focus at work. Okay, I'm not going to break down my morning and night routine right here on this video. That's a whole nother video in and of itself. But you need to have a morning and night routine. And let me break this down. and why it's so important. Not only for me, yes, it's done a lot for me, but here's the day, right? And every day there's a start and an end. If the closer that you can replicate the same start and end to the day, the better foundation you're building for yourself during the day to have a more consistent, more focused, more positive day each day. By having and closely monitoring your morning and night routine and what you do in those. And the more consistent this is, the more consistent your day is, the more consistent your work productivity is, the more consistent you're going to be with building your habits, and the more disciplined you're going to be because of how consistent you are going to be. Okay? So I cannot stress this enough. This has been my biggest game changer, is having a morning and night routine. I think there's a video on here from a time ago. I'll make a new one here at some point. Last thing here out of all this, and we'll wrap this up, is get out there and do new stuff. Again, people are saying, oh, I'm bored because I can't do all the things that I would have done during the normal time, right? That sucks. I'm gonna shed a tear for you. Honestly, you need to be finding new things. This is the time to get online, whatever it is. And like, I don't want to build a website. I don't want to do that. Cool. But do something online, because this is, if there's never been more clear time that the internet is the way. Virtual is the way. So build a skill, or at least learn what's going on the internet, and you can start to get more involved and slowly build a skill revolving on virtual, digital, whatever. So find something new to fill your day and get out of that aimless kind of productivity, not even productivity, that aimless day-to-day work to seriously getting stuff done and packing your day, okay? These are the two types of people that I see fit. I get it if you're sick, if you have, I have loved ones that are sick, but if you're healthy and you're not at work, or if you're work from home right now, you need to be contemplating where you are and how can you get here, or else your competition and people are just gonna fly by you when everything picks back up. So hope you enjoyed this. Follow me at Cam Russell on Instagram. Leave a comment, send me a DM, whatever. Till next video.